Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Hot Mess Healing Podcast. I'm Justin.
And I'm Kelly.
Can I just say you look stunning today?
Oh my God, thank you. I was just thinking, I feel
like your hair is like popping
thank
today.
you. It's not giving 90s hair today, so I'm proud of myself. It's
I was
funny.
gonna say,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I was going to say, like, you've given us like Britney hair, you've given us Faith Hill hair. Like, this is like, you know what's reminding me of? I don't even know if you'll know who this is or not. Do you know who Cascada is?
She was like a techno singer.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
It's giving Cascada hair.
I'll take that. The hair is pairing today. I'll take it. Thank you.
And she made a whole like comeback song that trended on TikTok like 15 years later, like last month or something.
Okay, we should like find that song because you want to DJ, I want to be a pop star. We're basically a version of her ourselves.
We're envisioning that for ourselves in our life.
All right, so today we're going to talk about a topic that I swear, whether you are on social media or not, it's like unwanted, unsolicited advice, criticism, critiquing, or just straight up tearing you down just because people want to do that. And I feel like nowadays you can't even have any presence on social media without trolls, people being rude, mean. And then I want to talk a little bit too about taking that off of social media because people will do that in real life too. And sometimes it's family members, close friends. Because I know you had recently, I feel like every time you post, you're kind of a controversial, polarizing type of guy. And I know recently you had some kind of unsolicited advice, if you will, or why don't you explain what happened?
Oh my God. I totally did. So, okay, I don't know if I would label this like totally unsolicited or not, but I basically made a post about basically no-show fees in therapy and how and it had to do with like the ADHD community, where basically I saw this comment and it was like basically saying how no-show fees, they were saying, are ableist for neurodivergent, ADHD, whatever folk, because you're charging for our existence. Basically saying like we're always late to shit and you're just charging whatever, right? So I made a post just the other day. It said made a new therapist I'm reading the wrong one. Hold on.
That's okay.
I have to figure out. Here it is. Okay. I just saw a comment that said charging no-show fees hinders relationships for ADHD folks because you are charging for neurodivergent existence. Can we stop infantilizing people? I think I'm saying that word right. That's a big word for Elmo over here. With ADHD. And I said, also, can some of y'all please stop talking? So, little polarizing. But like some people take some of the shit to like the absolute extreme. And then sometimes I don't even make polarizing posts like that to get people talking, to where it's just like, I think this, and they just think like you're like the devil for some reason.
Mm-hmm. And how do you deal with stuff like that? I think you go on the other end of the spectrum. You will like screenshot and call them out in a story. I saw that you did that. So you have no shame in that.
I will screenshot someone in a heartbeat and call someone out if I really need to. But so this is my motto in life. Okay, so I almost have to put this as like a multi-layered answer for me. And I know I'm like super long-winded half the time, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. But like, it's kind of like depending on, are you a content creator or are you not? Because my whole thing with this is like when I was studying how to be a content creator, how to do all these things, right? Because I studied the shit out of this. I studied the shit out of posting and editing and all that. I was always taught that if you have a problem with somebody's post, you either comment on it and state your opinion for the public. So that way you not only look like a leader in your industry, but you also like, you give them an opportunity to either explain or whatever they want to do with it. Or you message them directly. And then after that, if you want to share it and tear it apart, then go ahead and put it on your stories. But the problem I had with this person is they took my whole post. They didn't comment on it. They didn't DM me. They didn't say anything about it. They just put it on their stories. And they're a whole coach, which I don't personally have a problem with the coaching industry. But I do find it weird that you're going to take my post, tear me apart so that people give you money.
Do you think they maybe did it to kind of draw traffic to their, like, clearly this was to ignite and incite, like, I'm thinking confidentiality, but controversy. There we go. It's one of those days.
It's just one of the, you know what it is. I think it's the weather today too. Like, it's just like gloomy over here.
It's raining over here. So someone that you didn't know, and they were being mean about it. They were saying like, this is not the way to do it, or what was the deal?
I mean, okay, I will say they weren't necessarily mean per se, but they were very critical. They were very much saying how you're not like being accommodating to people. You're not doing this. And what's funny is like they just ignored half of my posts because I didn't say like what exactly I do because I'm not the type of person where I'm like, these are all the great things I do. I think that just looks tacky. But I did say in the post, like I have a more lenient like no show attendance policy than most people do. I've literally had people tell me, I don't know what I was thinking booking an appointment with you at this time, but I'm not coming. And I'm like, cool, great to know. Like,
and
cool.
I know you personally. I mean, you and I are both therapists. We just talked yesterday on the holiday. I had a no-show and you had a cancellation. And you and I are very chill about that stuff. I mean, certainly we hold people accountable, but we know that life comes up. So I know you. I know what your policy is. I think that person clearly just misunderstood you. But I guess it goes back to the generalization of, so your instinct is to just call it out. You will bring attention to it then. If someone
I'll bring attention to it. I'll acknowledge it. My favorite one yesterday was just like the audacity. Someone was like, I'm unfollowing you. That's the one that peeves me off. Like,
yes.
and they're just like, I'm unfollowing, I'm this and that. And so I just made a post that literally said, you know, I cry with my 62,000 tears.
Oh my God.
And whatever. But like, and honestly though, some of the posts are like not even like that. Cause I will admit like that, like the post that we're talking about right now, it's not even like I didn't incite conversation because I did. Like I post with very much intent usually, but a lot of the times, like if we're going to like really unnecessary posts, I'll just like post something like randomly, and like there's always someone in the comments, like especially if it goes viral, they're ready to just call me fat right away.
I was going to say, that's what I think is the hardest part about social media for anyone. Yeah, people, it's the trolls behind the keyboard. We've talked about this before. And people, it's so easy to anonymously attack someone. And like you said, about your weight, about like it's 2024. Are we really criticizing people for like weight, how we look, sexuality? Like seriously, we're still doing this, but it's very rampant. And what's the most controversial thing you've ever posted? What got you like the what's your like claim to controversy fame?
I don't even know, honest to God, because what's really funny is like most of the time, I almost want to say this post I was just talking about, because half the time when I post and I do think it's controversial, everyone's like, oh, I agree with you. But then something I just post, it's like lighthearted. Some people are like, you're a fucking asshole. You're like this and that. So I don't even know like what mine would actually be other than like maybe this one that I just recently posted that we just talked about. But I don't even know. And I think it's really funny too when people also, just going back to like them calling me fat, I don't even care that people, like if you know me in real life, I don't even care if people call me fat. I'll say I have a big back any day. I don't really care what anyone fucking says about me, really. But it's, to me, I feel like I just get hung up on it because it's like, of all the things you could say about me, and I could list 20 better things to say about my damn self that are funnier. And you just go for like, you need to like put down a fork or you need to lose some weight. I'm like, you're not even original.
That's the thing. It's, yes, I know. It's like the same couple of insults and it just sucks. It just, why can't everyone be nice, be like a civil, decent human to each other? And that sucks. And I'm sorry that you have to go through that. And then it begs the question, do you open yourself up? Because there's the people that might say like, well, you're a public figure. You're posting content. You should expect this. This is what you signed up for. Is this what people sign up for? Do you think that's the truth?
I don't think people sign up for that. I think people sign up for criticism, which I have no problem on my page. In fact, there was even a video from that post I was talking about earlier where someone completely disagreed with me. I don't see their point, but I made them a point and highlighted them to show them like, I actually appreciate someone like this who comes to you in a way that's like critiquing whatever, but I don't think anyone like signs up just to be like insulted. I don't know. You're on the other end of the spectrum when it comes to content creation. You're posting like very like cool, fun, tame stuff. And like, what do people say to you?
Oh man. I mean, I've had like some shitty, like anonymous emails. It's like you said, the low hanging fruit, making fun of my appearance. Yeah, mostly the way I look. I've had some nasty emails about that, and
you've had emails sent to you?
Yeah, anonymous.
Oh my God!
When I used to blog, they would leave like anonymous comments and stuff, and I don't. That stuff to me, like to be honest, I get very sensitive with that. I wish I could have more of your attitude and be like, oh, I don't care, fuck these people. But to me, I don't know. I take some of that stuff to heart, and even if it's stupid, I think one time someone said I looked like Shrek. It hurt my feelings.
Well, you don't at all look like Shrek at all.
I
So
mean, am I green? Am I an ogre? I'm not sure. But it's, and now I look back at it, it's legitimately hilarious. But at the time, this was probably, I don't even know, several years ago, but I'm like, what? But
like,
but
what do you mean I look like
what the
Shrek?
hell is this? Like, okay. But yeah, I think it's just be a decent fucking human being. Just be what if you don't have anything nice to say, like you said, unfollow, goodbye. That's fine. Go find something that suits you better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is the saddest part, is that these people seek this out. They won't just unfollow and leave the room quietly. It's just you have to make these nasty remarks, and I don't know. And I feel bad for like the celebrities and anyone who's out there putting themselves out there. It's like that Brene Brown quote. Do you know the exact quote where she says, unless you're also in the arena getting your ass kicked with me, I don't really care about your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so true. Unless someone else is a therapist, a content creator going through what we're doing, I really tend to not value their opinion because they have no idea. They have no idea what this is like. It's easy to sit at home in the basement of your mom's basement and you're fat, you're ugly, you're Shrek. Like, okay, all right, come out, do some public speaking with us, go back to school, get your master's like we did. Let's talk then. But until then, it's not an equal playing field. So I try to remember that.
I swear to God, it's like so annoying. You know what's even worse though, if you even take it from like the content creation piece about it, do you ever notice like family or friends when you post something and it's like on your personal page or something like that, and they just like have like some like either just something out of pocket or just something just nasty to say for like no reason, and you like are not expecting it like at all.
Yeah, sometimes I will say some of the cruelest people can be the people that are supposed to love and support you the most. A lot of times it could be, your own mom, your own dad, a sibling, a best friend. And that I think hurts more than anything is when it's someone that we love, we want their approval, we are, related to them oftentimes. And that's what's hard, I think, for me personally, or even clients. I'm sure you see it too, I think no matter, I've worked with clients that have drug addicted parents, mothers who've abandoned them, and still there's that piece of you inside that you still want that approval. Even after all these years, how terrible your childhood was, how they treated you. There's still that piece that's like, oh my gosh, I want the approval. And that's what's really hard. And I've really taught myself over the years I don't care if they're related to you by blood. I don't care, who they are, if you've been best friends for 20, 30 years. If this person's no longer serving you in your life, if they are not supporting you, if they are tearing you down, then you can remove your access to them and remove their access to you. And I think that's very hard to say because some people are like, well, they're my mom, I have to see them. I'm like, no, you don't. Mm-hmm. You're an adult now. Unless you are, you are no longer forced to go do things. You are an adult and you do not have to have, even if it's a parent in your life. And it's hard. I know. I've worked with many people on that journey, but if someone's being shitty to you, you don't have to just sit there and take it, even if it's a family member.
I agree, actually. I think one of the things that we have to remember too is like nobody is actually entitled to your time. Nobody owes your time. And I think that's like such a weird concept, right? Especially when it comes to family. I usually think of like moms and dads when it comes to this, but it's almost like it's ingrained in us that we have to spend time with our family or certain friends. Like we have to, stay close with certain friends or whatnot because maybe they were like the day ones at one point. And, I'm a firm believer that I think some people, whether it's friends or family, I think they're supposed to be here for a season. And if they're doing you wrong and they're not adding to your value and they're just constantly, saying stuff about you online or just constantly critique you. This is the person I hate the most, actually. Ready for this one? Like, I hate the people who never come on your post to say this looks really cool or whatever, but they are always quick to jump on it the second they don't like something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the lurkers too. I have, several friends and family who will watch every single story I post. I know they see everything. Never once are they there supporting me. In fact, I know some of them are talking shit, but it's just tough. But you're right. Like, yes, you do not owe the access to anyone. And it's hard. That's not an easy concept to get through. Again, I've worked with many people over the years on that journey. Personal experience too, like with friends, family. It's a tough habit to break. But again, if something's not serving you in life, whether it's on social media or in real life, unfollow, take that person out of your life, remove some of the access. And that's where therapy really comes in. That's where we can really, really help you with some of this stuff. But yeah, that's tough, man. I know. And sometimes, again, the family and the friends, I use that loosely, are some of the worst ones with the comments. So
They're always quick to say something. It's like
Yeah.
so crazy to me. They'll always say something and they'll always want a discount on some sort of business thing you're doing, but they never are like willing to share it on their page. They're never willing to do nothing else. Like it's just crazy to me. And even if it's, and it could just be a meme too. It doesn't even have to be like what we do. Like I've actually stopped like even just posting pretty much anything business related almost on my personal Facebook page just because like it's so weird, but like you would think like your friends and family would want to like support that. None of them like show up for it, right? Except like my few, like my 2 or 3 people, they know who I'm talking about right now. But like, you know, like it's just that's actually it really sucks to say this. It's actually scientifically proven, which is like nerdy science or research stuff, but you know, basically, it's actually proven that strangers, like when it comes to business ventures, they'll support you more than your own friends and family will anyway. But it could just be like a meme you share. It could just be like something funny on like a television show, and you share like a video from it, and someone's just gonna have something just really nasty to say. I don't know. It's just all unnecessary and ugh.
No, you're so right though, because there's girls that have been on friends with on Instagram for years that I've never met, and they're always the first ones to be like, "You go, girl," and support and like and leave little comments. And these are literally internet strangers that I've never met. But like we said, sometimes I have friends, family members won't like the post, won't comment, won't share, you know, pretend I didn't see it. So yeah, it's funny. Just get that support wherever you can. I don't care if it's an internet stranger, that still counts. Like get that support, that love, those good feelings wherever you can, and try to minimize as much as you can contact with people that drain you, that make you feel like shit, that make you question yourself. Get rid of that.
Exactly. Like do a whole cleanse on it. You don't need it like at all.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we said a lot today. I really think we did. I think this was really good. So Kelly, to close us out then, what are you obsessed with this week then?
Oh my gosh, booking some travel. I'm trying to just like take advantage of traveling more. I'm going to be doing a couple of trips coming up in the next couple months. So yeah, I'm ready to get some frequent flyer miles. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I'm going somewhere. And that's the attitude you need.
That's all you need. Like, I'm going somewhere. You know what you should do? This is something that I know, like, one of my old friends used to do. They have, like, a map of, like, the U.S. or whatever, and, like, they just, like, throw a dart at the map, and wherever it lands, they're just going to go around that area.
What if I end up in, like, North Dakota or something, though?
You can, I have a motto, you can find something fun anywhere.
That's true. That's so true. It's who you're with. It's not necessarily where you're with, so... All right, maybe I'll do the dartboard.
Maybe we'll come to North Dakota and speak. I don't know.
Ooh. All right, now you got me thinking. Maybe I'll.
We're gonna go to North Dakota.
I'll aim the dot towards the Midwest. Then okay, the Plains states. What are you obsessed with?
I am obsessed with the fact that I'm like 75, 80% done with it, and I'm thinking this month I will finally be done with my manuscript for my ADHD book I've been writing. So I'm very excited about that, and it's so weird because you would think like, what do you like? Are you ready to like have it go? And I'm like, no, I'm like wanting to write like 2 other books now. So it's like, it's like I love what I wrote. Now I have to put it out there and market it. But I'm like, I'm so ready to move on to the next thing. So I'm like obsessed with this thing that I've been working on for like on and off for a few years. Is like almost done, and I'm probably going to be done this month finally. So hopefully we'll have it out by October is what I'm hoping, but we'll see.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you because I know we talked about that. I want to write a book, but I haven't even started the first page yet, and you are already done. So that's awesome. Good for you. So
you need to write a book. You have a good story for a book too.
I know. It's gonna happen. Now that we've put it out there, I have to do it. So now everyone just hold me accountable. Check on that book progress. All right. Well, until next time, everyone, please keep writing us some Q&A, and we'll do our best to answer a situation you're in too for next time.
We absolutely will. All right, everyone, you take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.